It's time to get to know your Vermillion Tanagers. I'm Michael Schumacher, and I'm sitting with Coach Jay Drake, who will be on the sidelines for his 17th season at the helm of the Vermillion Tanagers. Coach, how you doing today?
Good. Glad to be back at it. Obviously, new season, and it's here, and it's going to go quick, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, it's always amazing. Once it gets started, that it just rolls, especially once Christmas is done. You have that break. It just feels like it never lets up. How does it feel to be coming off a state tournament berth? It didn't go the way you wanted to, but making it to Rapid and having so much returning talent, how does that feel coming into this year?
Right, I think it adds a little excitement to the whole season, obviously, just based on how the year ended last year, and you know, our girls' great run, right, state title game, and then just from a school standpoint and community standpoint, first time ever that both the boys and girls programs have made it in the same year, and you know, we felt we could be a state tournament caliber team. You got to catch some breaks, and obviously it was a wild run. The last three didn't go the way we wanted, and yet the three before that, you know, you start with the EPJ, that our season could have been done that night in the first round of regions, and to win 3 overtime games to get to the state tournament, exciting for our guys. And then I think just from a program standpoint, you know, back in 2021 we got there, and that had been the first time in 32 years because it had been 1989, and obviously we've said many times we really hope it's not another 32 more years. So to be in the state tournament 2 of the last 4 years, and where our program's at competitively, it's good, and it adds excitement for our program, our kids, and hopefully we can just kind of use that as fuel going into this season.
Well, and that's exactly right. And you have a big season coming up. Graduated a couple of players that saw a lot of minutes for you, but a lot of returning talent. Tell us a little bit about this year's team and the guys we'll be seeing on the court.
Yeah, we got you know, 10 varsity guys back that dressed for us last year, and you know, a lot of it. Our 3 captains this year will be 2 seniors and 1 junior, but Carter Hansen and Landon Cerny, and then Trey Hansen as a junior. They're our captains. But you know, it's one of those things. There are 3 guys with the varsity experience, and yet the crew, the guys that are going to be filling in the rotation around them, have played a lot of minutes. Just from youth through middle school into JV and the sub-varsity levels, and we put in a lot of time in the summertime with team camps, and it's kind of the necessary evil nowadays. But you know, our team played 22 games last summer, and you try to use that to kind of mix and match, and just kind of mesh as a team and build some chemistry.
All right, and it kind of answered a lot of my questions. You kind of talked about the leaders on the team. That's why they're the captains. Now you're early on in practice, obviously, but have you had any surprises so far? Any players that maybe you weren't necessarily expecting anything from, but all of a sudden you're seeing, oh wait, they've really developed in the last 6 to 9 months? Yeah,
it's always interesting because we've got some young kids, obviously, that we think can help us and hopefully are in our rotation. The big thing, you know, this first week we've gone, we go 2 days here, Monday through Thursday, and you know, Friday in the afternoon, and we'll have a scrimmage on Saturday and try to get 10 practices in the first week. And you're really, you know, I probably shouldn't say this, but the kids, I think, I always laugh because they call it Hell Week, you know, with everything going on. And a lot of it you're trying to get conditioning too and stuff. I like to call it, you're basically using this whole first week and the 10 practices that you get in both morning and afternoon as basically you're laying the foundation for your season. As a coach, you're still, I think there's some new faces that people will probably be, maybe not so much from a coaching staff standpoint, surprised about, but you know, some fans on the outside, and when you haven't seen guys on the floor in a varsity game, might open some eyes and stuff. But the nice thing with our 10 returners is there's good competition too, and that's the one thing is, you know, from a rotation standpoint, I can't even tell you. I can tell you our 3 captains who have varsity experience. You probably see a lot of them out there, but the other 7 are really battling for spots, and they're doing a good job, working hard, and it's competitive, and you want that. But even from an individual standpoint, they know they're competing for spots, and especially when and I remind them all the time, you know, I've had a tendency over the years to, you know, I've gone with shorter rotations than bigger ones. So we'll see, and it's kind of survival of the fittest, and see what happens.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to talk with me today. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to my 3rd season of covering Tanager basketball, and we'll be talking to you down the line.
Yeah, and thanks a lot. We enjoy everything and appreciate everything you guys do for not just us as a program, but our school and community and stuff.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Michael.
Thanks. It's time to get to know your Vermillion Tanagers. Coming off a state tournament run out in Rapid City, I'm sitting with Landon Cerny, a senior on this team. Landon, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing great as well. How does it feel to be coming off a state qualifying team last year?
It's good. We have a couple of returners, and we're excited to get back at it this year.
All right. Now, what are you looking forward to the most this season?
Just playing with the team. I'm excited to get back and playing the games. It's the best sport, basketball, and just playing with the boys and whatnot.
All right. Now, you had the tournament run last year. Didn't go. You had the illness. Things didn't go the way you guys wanted to. Does that kind of give you a little bit to strive for this season? What are some of your goals this year?
We want to make it back to the state tournament, obviously, but we want to, get a couple wins, hopefully, in the state tournament, make some noise, and show people like we belong there and whatnot. And it wasn't a fluke last year.
All right. Well, now as a senior, what's your favorite memory playing basketball?
The Hot Springs game. It was just such a fun one, and that definitely the Hot Springs game last year.
Now remind me, how many overtimes did that go to?
2, yes,
That's
2.
what I thought. That was something, especially because they were ranked and people pretty much assumed that they were going to win. You had to go all the way across the state. It's a 5-hour drive.
Yeah,
that was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
All right. Well, now, who or what got you into the sport of basketball?
I'd say my mom mostly. She played basketball in high school, and she kind of showed me the ropes of everything. My dad never played basketball, but my mom did, and she showed me kind of how to shoot and how to dribble, and she got me really into the game and whatnot.
All right. Well, everyone has their strengths. On this team, who do you think is the best defender?
The best defender, it'd have to be Carter.
All right. Excellent. And who do you think is the best shooter?
I am on the best shooter, yes.
All right. Excellent. Now, how about on the coaching staff? Who's the best ball player?
Coach Drake.
All right. Well, Landon, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to covering you guys for yet another season. Hopefully we have another state tournament run in us.
Hopefully. Thank you.
And I say us because I had absolutely nothing to do with it. Thanks so much. Welcome back to Meet the Tanagers. We have Trey Hansen with us. Trey, how you doing today?
Good.
Good. Hey, how's it feel to be coming into a season off a state tournament run after that? In fact, the entire wild postseason that you guys had.
It feels good, but we got to get back to work, take everything day by day.
All right. Well, what are you looking forward to most this season?
Just getting out and playing some basketball, have fun with our team.
All right. Now, you're a junior this year, aren't you?
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite memory playing basketball?
I don't know.
Don't know? All right. Well, how does it feel to be a captain? As a junior, a lot of times I'll go to a senior. How does it feel to be one of the captains of this team?
It feels good. A lot of work paid off and stuff. Team believes in me and stuff, so.
All right. Well, now, obviously you've been playing a while. You're playing at a high level. Who or what got you into the sport?
I feel like my dad did. Basically ever since I was a kid, I've had a basketball in my hand, playing basketball, so started from a young age.
All right. Now, golf or basketball? Which one, if you had to pick one, which one would you do?
Probably basketball.
All right. Excellent. Now, on the team, who's the best ball handler?
Probably Spencer. I don't know if you know Spencer a lot, but
okay.
Sophomore this year.
Yeah, saw some JV action. Saw a little varsity on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Excellent. Spencer, I would not have guessed. Okay. Now, on the coaching staff, who's the best ball player?
Right now or all time? Right now. If they played
you can say all time.
All time? Definitely Coach Drake.
Okay. Who would it be right now?
Honestly, Ro might get him. He's young.
Okay. All right. Excellent. And then what are your goals for this season?
I think, obviously, we want to make it back to a state tournament, but, it starts one day at a time. We got to keep building up practices, starting games, and let everything take care of itself.
All right. Well, Trey, thanks for talking with me today. Really appreciate it and looking forward to covering the team this year.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back to our Meet the Tanagers. We're sitting with senior captain Carter Hansen. Carter, how are you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I am doing great. Well, let me ask you, you guys had a wild end to last season with the postseason and then, the tournament, state tournament run. How does it feel coming into this year?
Feels like it does every year. Ready to get back to work. Ready to try to get back to where we got last year, state tournament.
All right. And I guess what of this season are you looking forward to the most?
Honestly, just spending time with the guys. Obviously, I missed our seniors that moved on last year, so only one more year of this for high school, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and as a senior, games are numbered. Does it feel a little bit different even heading into this?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, this was my first week of practice, last 2 days for high school, so definitely just sort of taking everything in and grateful for everything we got.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, as a senior, what's your favorite memory in basketball?
I don't necessarily have a specific one. Obviously, the game against Hot Springs to get to state, but just overall the memories, things that we can talk about with the seniors that have graduated, and just the memories overall that you can.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, let me ask you. Obviously, you've been playing for a while at a pretty high level. Who or what got you into the sport?
Just my parents from the start.
Okay.
Just into all sports, really.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, just like I asked your brother, golf or basketball, which one you picking if you had to pick one?
Basketball.
All right. Excellent. Now, on the team, who's the best ball handler?
Ball handler? I'll have to go with my brother, Trey.
Okay. And then on the coaching staff, who's the best player?
Ooh. Well, I'm going to go with Coach Rowe.
Okay, Coach Rowe. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to covering you guys this season. Carter, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Really appreciate it, and we'll be talking down the line, okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.